About to go down, Huddle Sports Network, yeah, we own this town. Mic in hand, dreams in the air. Step to the stage, what you got, don't care. Huddle up, it's time for the show. Open mic vibes, let your talent flow. Every Saturday night, 7 p.m. on the dot. Central Standard Time, give it all you've got. Don't matter if you're seasoned or just starting out. Step to the front, shout it loud, no doubt. Rhymes, beats, verses, the energy's lit. Huddle Sports Network, this is where we get fit. Everybody's welcome, no need to hide.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Open Mic Night. I guess it's still kind of off season. Nobody's here, just me. I don't get it. Where you guys at? A few of you guys said you wanted to come talk some football. I mean, I'll give you 5 minutes, and then if no one shows, I'm just going to call it. But how about the Bears? They're moving out of Chicago. What's their new name going to be? Because you know they got to change the name. There's no way they can keep Chicago in the name. They won't be in Chicago. They're in a whole nother state. Chicago-ish? I don't know, man. Indiana. The Indiana Bears. The Hoosier Bears. Did they even keep the Bears? I mean, what comes out of Indiana? I mean, holy cow. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. I think they'll end up putting in a, what's up, Yoli? I'm here solo. Nobody's here. Everybody's chicken, or they're just doing stuff. It's off season. I don't want to say they're chicken. Most of the guys don't say. You guys said they were going to come on. Doing well. Just hanging out. Got a lot of questions about our Packers, that's for sure. All these new coaches. I don't even know what we're going to be like next year. We actually went backwards this year, so I don't know. But a couple weeks, we'll be back to regular shows, and draft will be here. So get a Viking. Yeah, one of them's coming on. I think Colin said he was going to pop on, but, you know, I don't get some people on here pretty quick. It's a boring show just looking at my ugly ass. So I'm only going to talk so long anyway, but we'll see how it goes. No, yeah, I heard about your car accident. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you are recovering. Hopefully nothing, no permanent damage, nothing like that. But yeah, Packers getting new coaches. We got a new DC, new special teams now we're going to have. We might be the Lions, although we didn't go from first to worst like they did, but bad enough to let the Bears win. Got to be kind of tough at your house with all your brothers, Bear fans. Anyway, well, getting close to that 5-minute mark. Nobody shows. I'm out of here. I'll be out. I haven't been out in a couple of weeks because I've been on like burnout mode. I mean, I'm trying not to burn out. I mean, I do a podcast every day, but take a couple of weeks off just to chill out and regain my. There we go. Now we got somebody. Look, see, she asked for a Vikings fan. Look, there you go. There's a Vikings fan for you.
And here I am.
Yeah, she goes, get a Vikings fan on here. Well, now we got one. That's Yoli.
Hi, Yoli.
Yeah, we're getting a new special teams coach. I don't think we're getting a new head coach, but I think LaFleur is on the hot seat for sure. I don't know how he's not on the hot seat. I don't know how he's not on. I don't know how he kept his job. I really don't.
The organization seemed to make a decision between one versus the other, and I think they went with the more proven commodity.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, that everybody's like, there's nobody out there for him to get this better than LaFleur right now. Okay, so I mean, I guess we stick with mediocrity for another year or two. I mean, I don't know. He's had a lot of years.
Go ahead.
You know, no, I have to go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the problem might be more you really want to stick with Jordan Love as opposed to the coach. The coach got Jacobs to become a running team, and you guys still have never figured out what you want to do at wide receiver. So with Kraft going down last year, I feel like that hampered you guys big time because I talked to you the whole time about how I thought he was the key to your offense going into the season, and when you get down, like the whole team folded.
A lot of Packer fans believe, if we keep Parsons and Kraft, it's our season's different. I mean, maybe so. I don't know. I mean,
it would have been different. Yeah. I mean, who's to say one versus the other, but it definitely had a huge impact on how your season ended. So.
Oh yeah, both guys were definitely impactful on both sides of the ball. So.
Mm-hmm.
That is Colin. He's a Vikings fan, total Vikings fan.
A realistic Vikings fan, though. So don't get that twisted.
Yeah, she gets into it with Jamez all the time.
Well, he likes the smoke. I'm a little bit less smoke, so a little bit more common sense. But I still like Jamez. He's fun. So.
Jamez talks a lot of crap. Like, he's trying to sell us all that McCarthy was the next Brady 2.0.
I'm not ruling him out as being somebody that they can develop, but I think this goes more along the lines of the head coach and figuring out what you have as a player more than anything else.
I don't know why you'd want your players to be anything like someone else. You want them to be their own people. You want them to be their own kind of guy. You know what I mean? I mean, you can say you want a Brady like, but I mean, I wouldn't want him to be just like Brady. Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, don't be 9 anymore. It's the dumbest nickname I've ever seen in the world. Yeah. I mean, you haven't won anything yet. You won a national championship, but you haven't won anything in the NFL. So stay away from that name.
Yeah, Brent, we got a special guest, the Vikings GM on the show. That's right. This is Colin.
That's right.
Colin.
That's right. I am the Vikings general manager, and with my 18th pick, I will take Peter Woods, the defensive tackle from Clemson.
You think they're going to go that route? Huh?
I'm just saying what I would do. I'm not saying they're going to do it. I'm saying that's what I would do. So.
All right, who do you think? All right, let's see. I mean, it's still early. I was going to wait till next month to start talking because it's still February. But who's your first pick you think they're going to go with?
I mean, what I would go with and what they would go with are two different things. Because right now they have Brzezinski running the front of the house with no general manager. So I'm very curious to see who's really going to be pulling the strings. It tells me that O'Connell probably will be the guy that has the most say because he got rid of Kwesi, which I'm glad that they did because I'm not sure. He made some very questionable moves, but I do question ownership. Like, what is their influence on what they want the team to be? Because they want the team to win now, then trade the picks and get Burrow, I guess. But I don't see them doing that. I would say if I was a betting man, I would say cornerback would probably be where the Vikings are looking in the first round because that's where that value is. I might look safety. I would look offensive tackle just because I feel like Darrisaw and O'Neal have both been getting banged up the last 2 years, and I feel like part of the reason why McCarthy was sitting on his ass half the time was because the backup offensive linemen were failures from other places. So,
right.
I would get depth. I mean, I would pull a Packer move. I would get depth on the offensive line.
Yeah. No,
but if Peter Woods is sitting there, though, the defensive tackle from Clemson, that guy's sitting there, he's one of the top 3 players in the draft. So I would jump all over that. And they've only drafted one defensive tackle since Kevin Williams. One. And it was Sharif Floyd. And he had like a medical out because he had a bad surgery with the team. So they've had one defensive tackle since Kevin Williams, which I think Kevin Williams was taken in 2003. 2004, somewhere around there. So one D tackle in 20 plus years is not a good
Yeah, what's the
thing.
deal with that? Not even.
I don't know.
I
It's
mean,
like you guys with wide receivers. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we draft them just not in the first round. Usually,
Yeah, but there have been good wide receivers available that you haven't
yeah,
taken that have shot off. So I mean, we both have that problem. So it's what it
yeah,
is.
it
But
is
I
what
would,
it
I
is.
mean, I'd go Peter Woods if I had it. But if I had to venture a guess, it'd probably be a guy like Avion Terrell, a corner from Clemson. I could see Colton Hood from Tennessee. Um, Jermon McCoy from Tennessee. I mean, there's some good corners out there, I guess. There's not like
You guys
one that
need,
I would be
you
like
guys need
banging the
corners too.
table.
Yeah, we need corners too.
Yeah,
On our,
I mean, I know they're going to end up drafting a center at some point because
we need one of those too.
Kelly is probably needs to retire, and they don't really have a succession plan in place there. But I would draft a center. I would draft a linebacker. I would look to trade Jordan Addison before the draft to see if you could get a good pick for him and then re-sign Naylor. But that's just me.
Well,
I feel like you can get a good pick for Addison.
yeah, Addison's worn his welcome out, right? You're not going to stay with him, right?
I don't know if it's a matter of wearing his welcome out, but I don't. But I see it more as an economics thing because, like, what team that you've seen in the NFL that's signed two big money wide receivers has become successful? Like, you can sign one, but to me, you can't sign two. I mean, you look at Cincinnati, you look at Dallas, you look at Miami. I mean, these guys are all in cap hell because of these moves. So,
And they didn't
I
win
think
when they had them. They didn't win when they had the talent. Squandered it.
well, they didn't have a quarterback last year. I mean, McCarthy was learning how to play quarterback in the NFL. He was learning. He was getting better towards the end of the year, but I think, again, this goes back to the offensive line, and he was sitting on his ass half the time. When you got your left tackle who still isn't fully recovered from a big injury from the year before, and Brian O'Neill is getting older. Like, you've got to have some plans beyond this season. So that's just my thought on it. I would not touch Tyreek Hill. Do not touch Tyreek Hill.
I wouldn't touch Tyreek Hill. Isn't he? He's on his downward.
You guys might, but I don't think that we are. So
I don't think we are either.
he seems like too flashy of a player, but you got Micah Parsons last year, so who knows with you guys? So he would fit. I mean, he would fit. You don't really have a number one wide receiver, so hey, it's a bear down the Hammond Bears.
The Hammond Bears, I know. I mean, do you think they keep the name the Bears? Because I don't think they can keep Chicago. I don't think
Bears. I don't know how they're going to keep Chicago, but I mean, but they've done it in New York. I mean, New York Giants and the New York Jets play in New Jersey, so I mean, it's been done before, and they technically call that whole area Chicagoland, anyways. So I think they would probably keep the name, but it'll be weird to see them in another state.
Well, what if Chicago wants to put a team in there again? Because they're going to expand the league.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't
That's
know.
why if you leave Chicago, you leave the name. You could keep the Bears name.
I mean, they do it in New York. I mean, they do the New York Giants and the New York Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So it's not something that is out of the ordinary.
They brought it up last night on the Packers show that we did. When we talked about this, somebody said, "What if the Arizona Cardinals come back?" Because they used to be the Cardinals, used to be
Chicago Cardinals. Yeah.
Yeah. What if they came back and went into Chicago and rekindled
the rivalry?
Something the Bears couldn't do. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. That would be very interesting.
Because word has it they want out of Arizona too, bro. No, you're good, bro. It's all good. Yeah. I mean,
it's weird they want out of Arizona. But
if they leave Chicago, do they stay in the division? Does that put them in a different conference? Does it change things?
No, I think they stay the same. I still think they're in the NFC North. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they be in the NFC North?
I just don't. I don't know. They're in another state, bro. They're in Indiana. I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
what does that do
I
for
don't
the Colts?
see them. The Colts?
Yeah.
No. I don't know. I mean, the Colts are in the AFC. Now, if the Colts are in the NFC, then I could see something being a little bit different. Whereas them being in the AFC, I don't see that as being as big of a deal.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get it.
It's just something. I mean, I was shocked that they fucking were leaving Chicago. I'm just still shocked by it, bro. How do you?
Well, I mean, is it finalized? Are they actually?
They got a stadium deal in place, bro. They got. I mean, the whole nuts, everything, the whole kit.
Really?
They made it so sweet. There's no way Chicago's not leaving, bro. The McCaskies are packing up shop and moving and boating across the lake.
McCaskies don't care. They haven't cared for years, so that's not a big surprise.
I know.
McCaskies have never cared that much.
But I'm just saying, you leave Chicago's market open for a football team. That's why I don't know that you can just let them take the name with them. I just don't know that you can. And if I'm putting the bill for the whole thing, why can't I name the team?
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, I don't know. You have to ask the Chicago fan this stuff.
Bro, they don't think that they're going to lose the name if they move. They don't think they're going to lose the name. I think you lose the name. I think you lose it. You're not in Chicago anymore. There's no way Chicago lets you take their name and use it somewhere else. No fucking way.
Well, that's why they call it the Chicagoland area. So
yeah, but still, man, he's in another state. You're not even in the same state anymore. Not even in Illinois anymore, bro. That is just so crazy. I grew up in Illinois, man. So that's wrong.
Where'd you grow up in Illinois?
I'm born and raised in Illinois, man. Right in the suburbs of Chicago. I was in high school when the Bears were winning the Super Bowl in '85.
So you watched the Challenger explode too?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. No, I've seen it all.
Where in Chicago? Where outside Chicago?
In the burbs. I lived all over. Like for most of my life, I lived right there, right about a mile from the O'Hare Airport in the suburbs of Schiller Park.
Okay.
Yeah, Franklin Park.
My dad lived in Geneva for like 5 years. So.
Well, Bill actually lives in Rockford. I mean, he's in Illinois too. So.
Okay.
Carrico, I think, is over there too.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's I mean, I grew up. My first 30 years of my life, I lived in the Chicago. I went to high school in Chicago. All school in Chicago. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Last 25 years, I've been in Texas.
Okay.
Where it's nice.
To be a Packer fan.
Bro, you'd be a Packer fan anywhere. I mean, we've been around long time. I'm third generation, man. My I mean, there's no way. In my house, it was the Packers or nothing. And I got two brothers who are Bear fans.
I'm similar with the Vikings in my house too. Yeah, third generation Vikings. So makes sense. Well, they've been around since '61, so I don't know.
Yeah.
They've been good. I mean, the thing about the Vikings is they've always been pretty. They've never been really bad for like an extended period of time. They've never been really bad. So.
Yeah, anxious to see how we do with Kraft and Parsons back. See, that's what most Packer fans they believe we had those guys. It was going to be a different story. I
still think you need a wide receiver. I still think you need a receiver.
Well,
to me, it doesn't have to be like a blow your socks off receiver either. It can just be like a solid receiver.
Somebody showed Jerry Rice's first year stats compared to Golden's, and they're pretty close. Everybody's like, Golden's going to break out like Jerry Rice. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Please, God, don't say that. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, bro. I saw that. I was like, what the hell are they doing? Oh, Stop comparing
Boy,
guys to
that-
other guys, man. Stop. Just
Boy,
stop.
if that was the case, if that's the case as a Vikings fan, then how was Randy Moss not the greatest wide receiver of all time? You know,
Oh no, I get it. No. And then he went and played for Tom Brady, the GOAT. You know, I mean, what the fuck?
he had one of the best receiving years of all time too. I think he got the most touchdowns by a receiver in the season.
Yeah, 50.
I want to say he had like.
But,
Well, I think he had. I think Moss had like 25 or something like that.
yeah,
I believe.
yeah, and I think that's the year that Brady set the record, but then Peyton took it from him.
Yeah.
But I know Brady hit it though. He was really really close to it that year with Randy Moss, Dandy Randy.
That team was so good.
Yeah, it
But
was.
you saw the cracks though, and I think the disadvantage of playing the Giants the last game of the season, I think the Giants got some reads on the Patriots, and that's what gave them a leg up in that Super Bowl. Well, that and Brett Favre choking for you guys. So
Yeah,
the last choke job of Brett Favre in Green Bay.
somebody's got to choke. Someone's got to choke.
Well, we do have that in common. Brett did choke for both of us. So
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I was like, oh my God, Brett Favre's going to take the fucking Vikings. I was in there watching that game, and then he throws that pick at the end in the back of the end zone. I'm like, there you go. That's the Brett Favre y'all remember.
So you're talking about the one in the Saints game?
Yeah.
That was in the back of the end zone. That was right in the middle of the field. But I mean, all he had to do was run like 3 yards and slide. Like the game was tied. All he had to do was run 3-4 yards and give Longbow a shot like a 50-yard field goal. That's all he had to do.
Another
And he didn't do it.
Longwell, another X-Packer.
Yeah, you can't beat him. Join him.
You
So.
can't beat him, join him. That's what you guys. And then they let you down. Then they let you down.
Well, Longwell didn't get a chance to let us down. Favre made sure of that. That was very depressing to me. In my lifetime of watching the Vikings, that was the most complete Vikings team. Everybody says the '98 team, but I was like, listen, the '98 Vikings defense wasn't that great. I mean, John Randall was great. Ed McDaniel was pretty good. Griffith was pretty good, but like the Vikings defense when they had Favre was unbelievable. I mean, you had Kevin and Pat Williams, you had Antoine Winfield, you had Chad Greenway, you had. I mean, they were Jared Allen. I mean, they were stacked. That team would have killed the Colts. They would have killed the Colts. So it's depressing, and that was really the point when I stopped getting really mad when my team would lose, because I got annihilated after that happened, and they almost got me with the Diggs one a couple of years ago, but like, I knew we were going to lose to Philadelphia, so I was ready for it.
Ready for the.
So where do you think your Packers need to go in the draft?
I think first of all, we need to cut bait with some of these guys, but I mean, I think we need a cornerback, we need a D tackle, offense, but like we need a center, maybe a new left tackle. We got some spots too, man. We showed some weaknesses in the. I mean, we finished the season with a 5-game losing streak. I mean, there's some fucking problems there, you know.
Well, you had 2 of your guys gone. I mean, I know that's not an excuse, but
I hate that
excuse. You lose both of those guys. That's tough.
I know, but that's one of the excuses I just fucking hate. The most is using injuries as an excuse. It's just not. I have come to declare that Javonte Williams is better than Marshawn Lloyd. That's it. That's all, bro. Come on, I call him who Marshawn who. Holy
I don't know. I like Marshawn Lynch a lot. His Skittles deal was great. I don't know what
he's talking about. Lloyd though, Marshawn Lloyd.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Javonte Williams, he signed a good deal with the Cowboys. He signed a 3-year deal. He's getting $8 million a year. I think 3 years, $24 million. I mean, that's a good deal for him, considering he was doing
Jerry Jones just burns money. I like how they're waiting. I like again how he's waiting on George Pickens. He's going to wait until the day before the game and then sign him. Now he really won't have any money to spend after that. So
Micah Parsons trying to recruit Pickens to the Packers. I'm like, I
don't think he wants George Pickens.
Do I want that guy? Do we want that guy? Do we really want Pickens?
No. I mean, if I were you guys, I would go look at New Orleans and look at Olave. That would be. I like
that's
Olave.
bro. I wanted Olave when he was in the draft.
Olave and there's another guy. I mean, maybe Waddle, but I'm not sure on him because he gets kind of banged up. But I mean, you can look around and find somebody. There's actually a guy who I would look at, and I don't know if he's a free agent or not, but it's a receiver from Arizona. His name is Michael Wilson. This guy, every time he gets on the field, he is electric. And if you can make Kyler Murray look good, I'll tell you what, that's an accomplishment. So keep an eye on Michael Wilson. I feel like he could be he's a very Green Bay Packer-like acquisition. Not necessarily spending huge money, but
that was the other thing that they've been talking about today. Gibbs signed. The Lions are how much money do they give Gibbs? What do you think that's going to happen?
A minimum $10 million a year minimum.
I think he's going to ask for more. You don't think he's asking for more? I mean, Lion fans think he's going to take a whole.
He might ask for more. I'm just saying 10 million is where it starts.
Yeah, no, right, exactly. Like a lot of people see him as like the best running back in the league in some instances. He's been talking.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
Bijan, I think, is number one right now. So
yeah, I think he's got his head in there for sure. But I think he's top three no matter what. You could pick the three, and he could fit in either one. You can make a case for either spot, any spot. So
I think part of the reason why Detroit struggled too this year is because I feel like they overused Gibbs a little bit. I think Gibbs worked much better with Montgomery than people realize because Montgomery took a lot of the toll off of him when it came down to like the goal line stuff. So
yeah, look, right. Greg says you don't want Pickens in the north. I was just saying they talked about it. I don't think it's going to happen, but I didn't think we'd get Micah Parsons either. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I'm just going to go and shut my mouth when it goes to
Michael Wilson. There you go with Michael Wilson. I told you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Michael Wilson would fit with you guys like Kenneth Gainwell would fit with Minnesota.
I would like to get our hands. If we don't re-sign Emmanuel Wilson or I definitely would like Gainwell or even ATN from the Jaguars because he's available too.
Yeah. I like Gainwell a little bit more just because he catches the ball. So he catches the ball.
No, he's got speed hands.
He's crazy.
He's got, and look, Rodgers used him very well. So if Rodgers likes it, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's a lot to be said about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think like a backfield for Minnesota of Mason and Gainwell. You can let Aaron Jones go play out the end of his career with Rodgers in Pittsburgh, and then have Warren and Jones be the backfield there. Just give Aaron all of his coup de grace guys. Maybe you guys can pawn Christian Watson off on him. I don't know. But yeah, let Aaron have his people, and then
you seeing this here? It says they were talking 4 years, $88 million for Gibbs.
What? That's crazy.
22
million a year? No way.
Wow.
No way.
I mean, that's a good place to start, and you can negotiate from there. But I don't know that he's getting $22 million a year. Wow, really? You guys got that kind of dough?
They're way overpaying.
You got that kind of dough, Greg? Holy cow!
If you give him that, then how are you gonna sign like Amon? How are you gonna sign Sewell? Like how are you gonna sign Jack Campbell? I mean, how are you gonna sign all these other young guys that you drafted? Like you got to pick and choose what you want to do. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't sign him, but you gotta keep the salary in mind there. So
I mean, what are you guys going to do with Goff? Because he's on the books for $69 million. You got to restructure him, right? If you're keeping him.
Oh yeah.
And then do you believe? I mean, this is where now you have to ask yourself is that question as a Lions fan: can Goff get us to the Super Bowl? Because this is going to be this is the deciding contract. I mean, you've seen him. You guys have had him at you've seen your best 2 years, and he's done nothing with it. Won 15 games.
Goff right now is what Kirk Cousins looked like the last 2 years he was with Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any more upward trajectory with Jared Goff. I don't see it. But.
I mean, I think you have to answer that question. I mean, you're going to sign Gibbs. It's just a matter of how much money can you spend. Well, I mean, fuck, bro. Goff is a serious piece in this. We don't have that kind of money, and it scares me. Barkley's making $20 million. Yeah, see, holy cow, bro, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. A lot.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Gibbs is a huge part of your offense. He is. There's no getting around it. He is a top 3 back in the league. I don't think there's any getting around that, but. That'd be tough, man. It's not even so much paying him. Again, it's paying the rest of your infrastructure around him, too. Again, Sewell, Campbell. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Laporta, but, probably got to sign him. I mean...
Somebody said Laporta might be done. I heard that talk.
Yeah, back injuries can be a killer. Injuries can be a killer. That's part of the reason why the Vikings moved off of Bradbury was because he had back problems. So he ended up with go figure. He ended up in New England, but like he was letting Drake May get slaughtered in that game. So saw the end result of that. Him and Will Campbell, let him get slaughtered.
I mean,
yeah, that's very true, Greg. That's very true.
I mean, you guys, but if you guys won the Super Bowl with them last year. You're not even talking about it. You know what I mean? You're okay with restructuring it. You're okay with moving on. You're okay with whatever. That's the same thing with Dallas. They were hoping Dak was going to win it. I think that's why Jerry gave him that 60, and they tanked. They just sucked.
Well, Dallas has a backup quarterback that I like a lot, and I feel like if something were to go down with Dak, they have Joe Milton, who I think is kind of an underrated prospect. Because he has got an absolute cannon. He gets. I think the Patriots took him in like the 6th round, and I want to say Dallas traded like a 5th round pick for him. But 50-50 yeah,
Branch. That's the bro. Remember when they got Branch? That's the pick that they're talking about. We swapped with them or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we gave them a bunch of picks for Hawkinson too.
Yeah. No, I know, bro. That's the year that
a couple of them were for them. So yeah.
That was the year I seen a lot of interdivisional deals, man. I was like, what is going on? This never happens at the door.
Well, that was crazy. I mean, I had a huge problem that first draft when he traded twice in that draft with Green Bay and the Lions. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, wow. I don't care if you're buddies with this guy at like the bar during like meetings. Like, no, don't trade in your division. You're crazy. What the hell are you doing? Because you're gonna have to see these guys twice a year. So. Yeah,
you don't rethink.
You can sign somebody, but you don't trade. You don't trade. You can sign somebody, you don't trade. Yeah, Hawkinson's contract is killing us right now.
Yeah, but didn't you get him from the Lions?
We did, and I wasn't. I mean, I liked the trade. I didn't like the extension.
Right. No,
I didn't like the Cousins. I didn't like the Cousins extension either. When they re-upped Cousins, I didn't like that either because I knew Cousins. I mean, and I met Kirk; he's a good guy, but Kirk is out for his money. He is out for his money, and he's not the kind of guy that takes team-friendly deals if it's within his power. He'll take a couple million off, but like a couple million doesn't help the team's salary cap structure. So,
right.
But yeah, I mean, in the division. So if I just give a division overview, I think if the Vikings would have had a quarterback that could complete a pass, they would have won the division. I'm
Right.
kind of content on that. If that would have been Aaron Rodgers, the Vikings would have won the division.
Bro, I had you guys doing very. I had you guys doing very well this last year. I not knowing about just because of the way you guys did with. I thought if McCarthy's even close to Darnold, because I didn't think Darnold was shit when you guys, but he ended up being great for you. So I thought, well, okay, let's put that logic with McCarthy's younger, he's newer, he's but he ended up being made of glass. That guy just kept getting broke. He was broke by week 2, wasn't he? On the shelf.
Well, he got hurt in week 2.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He didn't even get to week 3. I mean, he didn't get 25% of the season before he was out.
I mean, I brought this up on a Vikings podcast earlier today, and I was saying, you can say what ifs and all this stuff, but what if the Vikings would have re-signed Darnold, and instead of drafting J.J. McCarthy, they draft Brock Bowers, and then move Hawkinson?
Wow.
I mean, that was something that could have happened. I don't think Bowers is on the radar at all, but that's something that could have happened.
Yeah.
But ifs and buts, so I try not to dwell on it too much.
What's up, A-Dub?
Hey, you got a third. Here we go.
Hold on, gentlemen.
Yeah, no,
Well,
hey, Greg.
hanging a little to the left, you.
I just want to touch back on this here. Greg, you guys, I don't understand. Are you guys moving on Laporta because of his back injury, or is that just what you – because, I mean, you guys, it seems like you get a good tight end in there, and then you end up just get rid of him. You don't keep him around.
I think with that injury, that's got to be hard, though. I don't know how you could tag and trade him right now. I don't think you could tag and trade him now.
That's just crazy that they want to do that. He's
talent. And then,
talent.
But I guess some of the money the Lions have left now, I'm sure they want to put it behind Jahmyr Gibbs as far as his extension goes.
Well, Greg
him and Sewell. I mean, Sewell would be somebody I'd be very important to sign Penei Sewell too.
Here we go. This is what it was right there. Check that out. They're talking 4 years, $88 million for Gibbs. Holy cow, that's crazy. Right?
Yeah, well, you think when it comes to how much production they've been getting from Gibbs throughout the years they had him, yeah, he'd be worth that kind of money.
Yeah, but he couldn't beat us. And his worst games are against us. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you got to be able to beat him on your division. Just saying.
I think they need a quarterback. They need to think about drafting a quarterback. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know who would be in this draft. I mean, maybe the kid from Penn State, Drew Aller. I don't know who you develop.
How much can the Bears trade to even get him?
Bro, I mean, you only get Mad Max.
What do they have to trade him?
Yeah,
I mean, what do they have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I did.
What are you going to trade? Are you gonna be like, okay, hey, Raiders, we'll give you.
Yeah, I remember one of them said DJ Moore would be part of the trade along with a few draft picks.
Why would the Raiders do that? DJ Moore, like a guy who literally has proven at 2 places he can't be a good teammate.
He's a quitter, bro. He's a bad quitter, man. He's a quitter.
Now, if you would have said like Cole Kmet, but I mean, they don't really need a tight end with the Raiders. I mean,
they got Brock.
They got Brock Bowers.
Yeah, and they have Michael Mayer, and they have Michael Mayer too. I don't know what you would give up if you're Chicago. Like,
well, hey, if there's a reason they're letting DJ Moore go, it's because of what you said, and besides, they feel secure with the receivers they drafted now when it comes to Roma Doomsday.
Yeah, they think Burton can take more spot. Yeah, they think Burton can take more spot. And I actually agree that he can. I mean, if I was the Bears, I'd move DJ Moore to like New England or Buffalo. Those are 2 teams that need a number 1 wide receiver that probably would be in more of a position to give up a higher pick. So those are the 2 doors that I would knock down.
But then I'm sure the teams you mentioned will probably get a receiver in the draft.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't know. I mean, drafting a receiver, you don't know what you got. I mean, you guys are living proof of that. I mean, you draft a receiver, it doesn't mean that they're going to immediately step in and do well. It's going to take time. But Moore is a proven commodity, and maybe if he had more, I mean, especially like New England, I think New England with Moore would make a lot of sense. So.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to be a pretty special wide receiver to get the attention to make yourself that number one. Like I don't know.
Okay.
They don't give their guys
better-
a chance. They don't give their guys a chance. That's why they never will be able to do that.
Who would you say is a more tradable asset, Jordan Addison or DJ Moore?
Oh, easily Addison.
Yeah.
I
Addison.
think you could
But-
trade Addison very easily.
Yeah, Addison could score you a high draft pick somewhere.
Yeah.
Second round, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe first if it's Buffalo, I guess.
I mean, unfortunately, with DJ Moore, you got a lot of highlight tapes you could show that sell him, to trade him, but then you got those videos where he's quitting, where he's he's not, I mean, unfortunately, that shit goes with the good stuff, and I mean, you got to weigh a guy's character, at least in my opinion. I mean, that goes a long way. You get in a clutch situation where you need a guy, and I watched him bail on his quarterback. I'm not even a Bear fan. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way to see Caleb getting ready to fire, and he can't because DJ Moore turned to walk off the field. Left them open, left them high and dry. I mean,
and that overtime interception that he threw.
Yeah.
That's got to be weighing on the back of his mind too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. All the good stuff.
Again, Michael Wilson is a guy some people should look at. Michael Wilson from the Cardinals. That'd be a guy worth trading for.
Robbie, you can join if you want. You could, if you got the app on your mobile phone, you can do it and just sit with your icon up. But I mean, bro, we're not forcing you to come on. You want to come on, bro? It's just we just talking shit. Besides, you come on, I have to talk shit about how you're the Pittsburgh Packers, Mike McCarthy, and who else you got over? Got a few guys.
Is Longwell going to come around in retirement, maybe, or Max Crosby, maybe a Mason Crosby?
Crosby's already said he wants to be a coach.
Yeah, he can coach Chris Boswell.
Probably a special teams coordinator of any team of sorts.
Yeah.
Yep, and then the fun news we got
today,
we see the Cowboys extended their new running back Javonte Williams.
Yeah. Damn. Well, and see, I want to. What do you guys think Gibbs should get? Like, Colin, you said around 10 million. I thought maybe like 12 to 14 range he would get per year.
Well, I was just saying it should start at 10, but I mean, Christ, if Barkley's getting 20, forget that. Maybe 22 million isn't out of the ordinary. So
yeah. And I'm wondering how does the running back market look right now?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure.
Well, I made very clear who I want. So.
No, yeah.
I asked that question because I'm sure if the Lions pay him, they'll want to reset the market for running backs while doing so.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if you do that, you pretty much are putting a bullet in Jared Goff being your quarterback, at least beyond the season. So.
Well, I still think they got to redo some of this. I don't think they go into the season giving $69 million.
I asked the question to Lion fans this past season where this past year I'm thinking it sets them where they're in a tight spot. Like I thought last year was supposed to be Super Bowl or bust for Detroit, especially with all the pieces they had in place over there.
I think 2 years ago was their Super Bowl or bust. I mean, the one they lost to Washington, that was it. That was the team, because now Laporte is banged up and he might be permanently hurt now.
Yeah.
I mean, they used the hell out of Amon. They signed Jameson to a long one.
The 15-2 season was definitely the year they should have did something.
Right.
It was their best season.
And also, if you took a good look at over the cap with the Lions, with the way their market is set, like they're in a tight spot with so many guys they got paid with a high cap number.
Yeah.
I mean, you got I mean, we already mentioned this season coming up. Jared Goff's got a big cap number at $69 million.
Yep. He's got to get.
They-
They got to do some with his contract, no matter what. That's what I mean.
Uh-huh.
Signing Gibbs, you can come up with a number, but it's going to look terrible until you do something with Goff. I mean, right?
I mean,
That's your.
and look, and here's a lot of other players that got with big cap numbers, like Amara St. Brown at $33 million. You got $28 million from Ali McNeil and Panay Sewell. Taylor Deckers at $21 million. DJ Reed, $17 million. I mean, you did extend Aiden Hutchinson, but he's got a $10 million cap hit for you for now.
Yeah.
Here's a better question. What do you think the Lions could get on the trade market for Jahmyr Gibbs?
Holy shit, bro! Would that be if they just like
I'm
traded?
just saying.
Wow.
I mean, you could get a fortune for how old he is, and the fact that he's kind of just now entering like his. I mean, could you imagine how much they could get for him?
Man.
And I'm sorry, as much as running backs are important, and they are, but God, you could at minimum get 2 first-round picks for him.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And I'm I just mentioned Jared Goff's cap number, and I see somebody else has a worse cap hit to their team than he does. You want to know who that person is? That would be Dak Prescott when it comes to his cap number to the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. We already know. Yeah.
Yeah. His cap number for the Cowboys is around $74 million.
What? Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they roll into the season. No way they roll into the season with that kind of number on the books.
Well, I don't know if it's like a tax thing or how they I don't know how they pull that off.
Wow.
I mean, they traded Parsons because they knew they couldn't pay him, so that was why they did it. But I mean, and in the same breath, I mean, can the Lions pay Jahmyr Gibbs? So I would, if I were the Lions, I'd entertain that. I would think about that.
You know what, Colin, we were talking about it last night on the Packers show too. Because of their cap situation, they may end up cutting Kenny Clark. We can get Kenny Clark and bring him back. He was part of the trade. Yeah. He was part of the trade for Micah.
Here's the.
Oh my God! Go ahead.
Now the Vikings will sign him. We like old Packers.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
All 3 of them D linemen count as a $20 million cap hit to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be sure one of them's gonna have to go.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I'm sure the Cowboys fans all love seeing DeMarcus Lawrence play a big role for Seattle in winning the Super Bowl. I'm sure that was probably fun to watch too.
You know what? Nothing to do with Kurt in fucking Pittsburgh. He says he can fucking market them.
Hey, who do you know wants to take on that kind of salary from Kirk Cousins anyway?
You know,
the Vikings would. I'm not gonna lie, the Vikings probably would. I think O'Connell is probably seeing that he might be in a little bit of trouble.
There's a really good question right there. There's a really good question right there. That means we never have to hear that fucking song again. I tell you that.
Oh, that would be music to my ears to never hear that song.
Pride and Joy of Illinois? Nope, not no more.
Pride and Joy of Indiana.
No.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it don't even work. Wow.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you, man, the Bears are making a serious mistake, bro. Just leaving this state, but whatever. Bye.
Those owners don't care.
And I'm thinking, and every part of me thinking every part of this has to do with them being too cheap to improve Soldier Field somewhat for the Bears not to leave it.
Yeah.
Well, Ditka said back in the day that Hallis threw around nickels like manhole covers, so it's not really a big surprise.
Maybe the McCaskies are that bad of an owner that city of Chicago knew they could run them out of town. I'm telling you, they're not going to let them take the name. They're going to put another football team there. No way Chicago goes without a fucking football team. No fucking way, bro. No fucking way. I just don't. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe we're even having this discussion, man. I mean, I grew up in
It
Chicago.
could be a
So
reality. I mean, it could be a reality.
I mean, they got a shitty football team as it is, but holy fuck, bro! I just never would have thought that they'd be without a football team. Wow.
How are they going to stay? That's my question. How are they going to stay?
Yeah, I don't know how they stay. I just don't, man. They're making such a great deal over there for them to move. It's not even funny. And the McCaskies will be, I mean, it's still $1 billion organization, whether they move across the lake or not. You know what I mean? There's going to be, I mean, this has got to be.
If I was the McCaskies, I would count all those billions of dollars and build a house in the middle of Indiana and be like, forget it.
What's up, Robert? Yeah, no, I agree with you, bro. I would too. I would too. Holy shit!
Like,
man.
oh, sorry. Oh,
What's this?
what?
Breaking news: Vikings Rondell Moore passed away. At
Really?
25. No
No
way!
way. Really? Hold on.
I don't know who this
Man.
Oh, that's JB. That's JB. I think kneecap. Oh, maybe it's not JB. I don't know, but
Oh, he did. Oh my God, he did die.
wow,
Man, that is tragic.
that is tragic, bro.
At a very young age too.
25.
Yeah, 25.
God.
It's not giving me any. It's not giving any cause of death, but wow,
Well,
that's sad.
that sucks.
25 years old, though. I mean, I remember him being a really good player at Purdue back in the day.
It is
Yeah.
JB. I was wondering if it was JB.
And I remember watching this kid, during the years as combine. Like when before he came into the NFL, I looked at that kid with a lot of potential to be a good receiver.
Wow, that's fucking horrible, man. Damn, that sucks.
It is.
Too young to go. Way too young to go.
Way too young.
I mean, it's not good to die at all, but I mean, 25. No. He had a really bad injury last year in preseason, but I hope it wasn't anything too crazy. But yeah.
If it was something like simple, they would probably just come out and say it. But
I mean, I remember when Marion Barber. I knew Marion Barber, and I remember when they announced him having passed away, but he had concussion issues big time. But yeah, I think he had a heat stroke. So, but yeah, well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, geez, just end the show then. Forget it. No.
But it's life, man. I mean, you don't want to see. I mean, look, bro. I've seen a lot of football. I never seen anybody die on the field, but we saw that shit with DeMar Hamlin.
Close. Yeah, close.
Yeah.
I said all along if a player actually died, because I mean, I think that was a heart condition, but like if somebody actually died from like a hit, I guarantee you the NFL would be in serious trouble.
Yes,
they would be in trouble.
Yeah,
it's not because people wouldn't find it entertaining. It's like if I was a mother and I had my kid playing football, I'd forget that.
But you would survive. I mean, bro, same with boxing. We've seen guys get killed in the ring, knocked, literally beat in the ring. I mean, that's why they got all these protocols for it these days. I mean, it's a violent sport. You know the risk you're taking. I mean, there's no way you can play a sport and not risk injury. You know what I mean? Even in this like soccer, fucking they get injured in there too all the time.
I know the NFL loves covering up that movie Concussion, but I mean, those are legitimate things. They hate that movie. People in the NFL hate that movie, and I have friends that play it, and I don't even talk to them about it. But that movie Concussion and the whole everything that goes around, because they don't want to hear it. Like, and I have a couple of friends. They're like, I don't even want to think about that. When they finish their NFL careers, like I don't want to know, because we all had head injuries and injuries that permanently cripple you, but the head injury stuff is bad. So
no, it is, man. I mean, that's the risk. Those guys knew that going into it. When your parents are letting you run out there, they know you're running. As a child, you're risking that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, but then anybody will tell you there's a lot of things you have to be prepared for. I mean, going outside the door of your own house is a risk.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You got to live life, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not saying take crazy risks. I'm just saying you got to live life. You got some talent. You can play some sports. I don't think you should let the fear of maybe getting injured stop you. You know, I mean, wait till you're injured and then figure that. Maybe then you decide. But you know what I'm saying? What's
Yeah.
up, Mike? What's going on, my friend?
And Mike, can you have the team put a clause in Branch's contract that he needs to wear his mouthpiece in his mouth and not on the side of his helmet?
Well, you have to keep Branch. Greg Rice was on the. He said we're 50-50 in Detroit about Branch. 50-50.
What do you want?
Man.
2 safeties that
Hey,
take people's kneecaps out?
Colin, I'm thinking somebody could be trolling, but I just saw a post in the post here where somebody thinking a mock trade that could be done with the Vikings could include the Texans, where the Vikings could always trade
CJ Stroud.
Yeah, make a trade for CJ Stroud. Just give up a few
You know,
picks and JJ McCarthy.
I've thought about that a little bit because I do like Stroud. I don't know. I'm not the way. If you would have told, I mean, I don't know. I don't think Houston's going to move off of him, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not completely done on McCarthy. I just feel like they rushed him. I mean, and you guys both know that. Like,
I just think he's made of glass.
Right.
I just think he's made of glass. That's what I do.
I don't know if he's made of glass or if O'Connell just doesn't like him. Like, I don't know. I mean, both could be the case, but
I mean, maybe the coach kept him out. Maybe the coach kept him. I just thought it was weird that he kept showing up. He could play as that emergency third string quarterback, but he's not good enough to start. I didn't understand that.
I think Kwesi had a lot to do with McCarthy. I think it's come out a lot lately that Kwesi has had a lot more to do with McCarthy than anybody else.
And here's a crazy thing to think that some Viking fans are catching hell because Sam Darnold won the Super Bowl a year after the Vikings let him go.
Yeah, I mean, I was at the Jacksonville game. He was terrible. I mean, he was throwing terrible passes. So I don't know. I don't know if it was O'Connell or if it was Darnold. But right now, it's not looking very good for O'Connell, and it's probably not looking good for Darnold or for McCarthy. So.
Oh shit, fellas, we're almost at the end of our show here. Brian Branch should come back and be fine. It was an Achilles tendon. I mean, you never know. I mean, a lot of people say that Kirk Cousins didn't come back good because of his Achilles, right? That's what put him down.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't. I mean, he didn't really use his mobility very often. So, anyways, he had a very familiar cringing and curling up in the field position move that he did well, regardless of whether his Achilles worked or not.
I say all guys are different. All injuries are different. All guys heal different. So you just got to wait and see. I mean, I heard all the speculation. Mike is back. And then Mike blows out his knee. You know what I'm saying, bro?
And despite all that talk, he still managed to have 10+ sacks during this year.
Yeah. That's what I mean. So it just depends on the player, depends on the injury, depends on the recovery. I mean, I'm not a doctor and I don't claim to be. I just, like I said, just give my humble opinions. But anyway, all right, fellas, go ahead. And then we'll go ahead.
Go ahead.
We're at the end of the show. I got to say goodbye. But thanks for coming. Thanks for commenting. As always, good topics, fellas. I love talking football. And, my vacation will be over at the end of the month, so I'll be back to regular shows daily. So the Huddle will be back. We'll have the open mic, Red Zone Rant, all that stuff will be back. So we just getting ready for draft season.
Colin, the draft I do.
I'll be calling you, Colin. We're going to be getting you on a lot of draft shows coming up, bud.
I will be available for sure.
All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you next time. Go.
Yeah, it's game time. Ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the